Morning.
Did you leave the trailer open?
No. What? What do you mean?
It's like about a foot open.
Oh, are you kidding me? No. No, 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 no. Oh my God, damn it. Oh, fucking shit. Son of a. Oh, son of a bitch. Are you fucking. Oh my God. Oh, oh. I woke up that morning, and when my wife asked me if I had left my trailer open, I knew instantly that everything that I'd worked for 20 years was gone. 20 years of saving tools, buying tools, using tools, gone overnight. And it was devastating. I'm still licking my wounds. Every time I go in the garage, it's like trauma, reliving the trauma, that sting. There's a sting there. There's like you can't turn it off. Anyway, so therapy, great. But no, because I'm a survivor. After the first initial shock wore off, my goal was to, what next? Now what? Now what do I do? Because my business was shot, right? You don't have tools. I had $20,000 worth of tools sitting in the back of that trailer, all gone. And so then I'm like, okay, all right, fine. Okay, Lord, what do you want me to do? Now what? My journey started that morning when all my tools got sniped. Okay, I had to pivot. I'm like, okay. Needless to say, losing all the tools kind of put a wrench in my plans. There was that moment. I was thinking more along the lines of, you know what, let's just make so much money on YouTube. You realize that maybe I can do this. I see other people doing this. Why can't I do this? Right? Okay, so I locked in. I said, I'm doing it. Started cranking out videos. Now, we went on vacation, and I came back from vacation, and I decided, okay, it's do or die. I got to have the conversation with the wife, propose to her. What if I can make this work? What if, she hasn't caught the vision just yet. It's not quite there, okay? It's possible, but it's not quite right there yet. She's still skeptical. I'm not. I'm like full attack. And so since May 22nd, that's when the gauntlet was thrown down. I'm like, just give me 30 days to get monetized, and then we'll talk about it, okay? Now, I know 30 days is like impossible, it seems like, to get monetized. I had a little bit of a head start, a little bit. I could show you analytics and all that good stuff, but I started out with like 28 subscribers on May 22nd, and now, I'm sorry, April 22nd, and now we're into May, like the 10th, okay? And I'm at 223 last time I checked. Okay, big jump. And I'll cut to the chase. I've been sitting in my studio, which is basically my lazy boy reclining chair, and sitting in front of my iMac for 14 hours a day, grinding out content. And I've been out here in this catio, which is my second studio, grinding out content for you all with cats, having a fun time with cats. Now, obviously, I'm learning quite a few lessons. The journey's not over. We're not monetized yet. We're still working hard. But I thought I'd put out this video to kind of share the real grind, okay? Because a lot of the videos that I see out there are post monetization, where people are like, yeah, I did this and that, and so on and so forth, and I had a video that blew up that catapulted me into monetization. That seems to be the predominant theme, is that there is a video that blew up. Now, I had a video way back 10 years ago that kind of blew up, went to 14,000 views, but I never capitalized on it. I didn't follow up on it, and it's just an anomaly in my YouTube journey at this point. Currently, what I've been doing is just brute forcing. You're gonna think I'm nuts, but I've been posting anywhere between 6 to 10 videos a day, and it is a relentless grind. Now, I am the kind of person that loves a challenge, loves to push the boundaries. I'm intensely curious. I want to know what happens if I do this. What if I do that? How about this? And so a lot of my content, as most new YouTubers go, the content's all over the place until you kind of find your stride, your niche, whatever you want to call it. Okay, I probably am going to defy the niche category for quite some time. Why? Because, oh God, I hate to even use the term, but, ChatGPT seems to think I'm a polymath. And so, I mean, I actually literally took a test to see if I'm a polymath, and it's like, yeah, you're a polymath. Okay, whatever. As far as niches go, I can do whatever I want. I can do drone work. I'm a drone pilot. So yes, I got the Part 107 license, blah, blah, blah. And he's the most interesting man alive. When and if I get, there's no if. When I get monetized, shut up AC, for God's sakes. Oh, over Arizona, it's the heat. It's like 100 out and I'm wearing vert. You're doing nothing. You're absolutely not entertaining, sir. And I'm gonna need you to up the quota there. So I'm not afraid of camera work. I just don't, for a video like this, yeah, it's absolutely necessary. I got to look at the camera, and I got to talk to the camera, and I got to do camera things, but it's not my flavor, to be honest with you. I like doing other things like filming cats, and we're doing the YouTube thing. We're pressing hard. I've given myself an artificial timeline of 30 days to get monetized. What's my secret weapon? Well, how do I crank out 10 videos a day? Well, I'm using ChatGPT. That's it. There's the secret. Okay, ChatGPT and I've spent we're currently upwards to 200 hours. 200 hours working with ChatGPT, learning all the ins and outs, understanding the different, because there's different modes you can, because generally speaking, it's in conversation mode and it gives you a 5-paragraph response to everything. Well, there's a command mode where it just says, done, and I've instructed it to stop giving me all these stupid comments like, would you like to do this? And how about this? And we could try this over here. No, sir. I want results to the prompt, and then I want what's next. And that's what it does. It gives me exactly what I want and nothing more. So you got to learn how to use ChatGPT. And why? Because I don't have enough creativity in my mind. Well, maybe I do, but it's hard to pull it real quick and on the spot, right? It takes me a little while to think things through and go, yeah, that's a great idea, and da-da-da. But with ChatGPT, I can literally come up with an idea and say, what do you think of this idea? And it says, oh, I think that's great. Let's roll with it. Here's 10 others just like it. Boom, done. And so endless reservoir of ideas right there, okay? And then as far as a production machine goes, I'm using ChatGPT to basically streamline all the operations of title generation, description generation, and tags, and the first pinned comment. It's all a format at this point, okay? So I say, give me a vid pack for ... and it spits out all those 4 different criteria. And now I'm also using vidIQ's plugin for Firefox, and I've subscribed to their boosted plan or whatever it's called. That's giving me a bit of an edge because when I post a title, it'll give me back some type of feedback like, it's a 55 on the scale of 0 to 100. And then I'm like, okay, 55 is pretty weak. Let's go back to ChatGPT. Give me 5 titles, instantly copy, paste. Yep, that one's a 97. I'll take it. And off we go to the races. Now, has it worked? That's the question. Well, what is working is I'm flooding YouTube with videos. I mean, I went from having like 12 videos online to almost 270 within 2 weeks, I think. I'm averaging 6 videos a day. That's the average if I look at the entire progression, okay? Since April 22nd till now, 17 days. So I've cranked out I'm up to 270 videos in that time frame. Now, a lot of them don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they're great videos. They're mostly me experimenting. Like yesterday, it was an Xbox 360. I threw an Xbox 360 off the roof and recorded the spectacular smash, and it was great. Okay. So we're doing stuff like that now. It's clickbait. The philosophy here is we're cranking out a ton of shorts in order to drive the long form content. And I would give you my secret to my long form content for generating watch time hours, but no, I don't want to flood the market with everybody else doing the same thing. So we're going to hold that one to the chest. You can probably figure it out just by looking at my channel, okay? I do have a weapon there that's performing very well. I mean, it's above and beyond my expectations, and you need to have the watch time hours. That 4,000 watch time hours is a backbreaker, okay? That's a heavy load to lift. When you're coming up with shorts, sometimes you can invest a bunch of time in shorts and they don't go anywhere. 5-10 views, and consistently now I'm getting views in the 1,000 range, 1,000 plus. It feels like there's an artificial ceiling that's keeping everything sub 2,000 range. Now I know it's me, it's my content, it's my likability, it's the algorithm saying the audience is less than enamored with your content. Well, that's fine. I mean, I also suspect that there's a certain amount of throttling going on, because I don't know, if you put up a really good video, it can literally it skyrockets. You look at the analytics and it's a straight up, it's like a rocket ship. It's just and then all of a sudden 90 degrees and flatline. You're still trying to figure that out. It's like, okay, wait a minute, your initial testing of the video showed massive promise, and why did you throttle it? Why'd you pull it back? I mean, come on, isn't that the point of testing, to see if something's good? If it's good, you leave it, you let it ride, just yank it. So there's more at play there than I understand, okay? And trying to get information about the way out the YouTube algorithm works is hard. I'll give you a secret, okay? This is a tip. Instead of spending hundreds of hours pouring through videos, what you can do, and what I've been doing, is force feed. Understand this, ChatGPT only has real world live data up to a certain point. And in his case right now, that's somewhere in the 2024 range. I can't remember exactly what that is. So beyond that, he's blind. He doesn't see what's happening in the current trends on YouTube. He doesn't have access to the live internet data. He's operating off of a stored set of information. That being said, what I've been doing is I find a video that I like. I'll go to the transcript, select the entire transcript, copy that, and paste it into ChatGPT, and then he will summarize it for me. Okay, that speeds up your time tremendously. I used to watch videos at 2x, sometimes even 3x, in order to get through it all and figure out the information that I needed. But this is a far superior method. When you give ChatGPT more information relative to your task, the faster it can give you better intel, if you will. So I've been force feeding just hundreds of videos down its gullet. Just, here you go, take it. So now it knows pretty much exactly what it needs to know in order to make me more effective. And so when and we're doing thumbnail, I cross-check with him. Like I'll do a Photoshop thumbnail of a video, take that JPEG and throw it up in there, and he'll critique it and say, well, your font's getting lost in the background, put an outline around it, give it a drop shadow, blur the background, blah, blah, blah. And he's a real ball breaker. He wants perfection. And 80% of the time I take its advice. I'm also a graphic designer. I spent 15 years doing graphic design, and I worked in the printing industry. So I have a pretty good idea of what works, what doesn't work. I'm not particularly camera shy. That doesn't mean that I'm good on camera. You'll have to tell me whether or not I have a presence or not, but I'm trying. And that was one of the first things that struck me, is just do it. Just do it. If you don't do it, then you'll never know. You'll never know whether or not you could have been a success, whether or not it could have worked. And that's the name of my YouTube channel: less thinking, more doing, right? I'm in the most productive years of my life. In the 50s, it tends to be true that men decide, oh, hey, wait a minute, time is slipping by, my health is failing, and it's time to start getting busy. So with that being said, I'm being more busy now than I've ever been before doing YouTube, and I'm experiencing pretty dramatic results. I mean, right now I'm averaging 100,000 views in 28 days, and there's peaks and valleys, obviously. So right now I'm averaging about 8,000 views a day, I think, and 16 in a 48-hour period, which for only having 223 subscribers is like I don't know, 10 views per person. We're doing real good, and I can show you the matrix, and I'll plop some in there for you to chew on and think on, and to show you what real brute force looks like, where I'm just flooding YouTube with everything and everything. I'm doing riddle videos, I'm doing DIY. I put up a video on how to turn on a light switch, 12 seconds of just me turning on a light switch, and that's gotten 2,000 views. You can video anything. You can, well, not anything, obviously. Nobody wants to see you going to the bathroom, but you can get away with pretty much videoing anything. I love cats, and we enjoy our cats, and I've built a cat kingdom here. With, I don't know how many square feet we've got. It's probably over 1,000 square feet. A palatial mansion for cats outside. Okay, we're gonna build this thing out. It's gonna span the entire backyard. Okay, at some point when I get my Maine Coon, I'm gonna have to retool, because he's probably going to be bigger Although it could be comical to see him squeeze through these tunnels. But whatever, we'll see. Never count your eggs before they hatch, right? Or whatever the saying is. But we'll leave it off there. I just want you to understand something though. If you're doing YouTube and you're in the grind, the conventional wisdom is don't stop. Don't stop. Make the commitment. Actually, once you've started, you've started a process, and it does take time. I'm trying to push things real hard. 30 days is an unrealistic window. Okay, that is not normally feasible. You're gonna have to. I'm not there, and I may not get there in 28 days or 30 days, and that's okay. I've started something, and I'm gonna finish it. Okay, I'm gonna keep pressing on. I'm actually still looking for work because the wife is freaking out. Money. It's always money. I'm still looking for jobs. I'm still waiting for that job to come through, and if it does, well, that's gonna cut my time on YouTube, or the time that I have to dedicate to YouTube, and whack off a third of that right there. But if I can play my cards right, I can videotape the journey of starting up another IT career at the age of 57. You're always thinking, what's the next best idea? What can I do? So we'll leave it at that. We'll just kind of wrap this video up. I know I kind of wandered all over the place. I didn't have a script. We're just winging it, and I'm gonna have to do a lot of editing post to make this interesting, because people with the gnat brains, I call them gnat brains, they can't tolerate long form content. They simply have no attention spans anymore. It doesn't explode within the first 2 seconds. Swipe. Swipers. I call them swipers and gnat brains. Okay, the gnat brain swipers have ruined the YouTube, and TikTok is partially to blame. I blame you, TikTok. You're a worthless pile of worthlessness. Yeah, no, I mean, my target audience is not the gnat brain swipers. It's you guys who can handle sitting through a video, parsing the data, trying to get somewhere. Okay, I get it. You're grinding. And I think I gave you a few good tips there. Number one, lean on the GPT. Make sure you back up your data though, because I have lost memory, and it's hard to start over. Back up your data, and also, leaning on the GPT, and then brute force. Just make the decision. You're going to do it, and you're going to do it to the extent that you can do it. If you can do 10 videos a day, great, then do 10 videos a day. If you can only do 1 video a day, great, then just do 1 video a day. Do it. That's the slogan. Just do it, and I'm sticking to it. And thanks for watching, you guys. Appreciate you. I'm going to do an updated video of this type once I actually get monetized, which should be within the next 10 days. Maybe not. We'll see. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.